Hi, you. Before we start, make sure you're subscribed, okay?
Do you mind if I sit here? Thanks. Sorry, it's been a bit of a long day today. Oh, you know. Just the usual of being late to work because I lost my keys. Which I did manage to find, but only after I realized it was sitting next to some mail that I was supposed to send out like a week ago. Ripped my shirt, stubbed my toe, and honestly, I'm just trying to make it to the end of the day. Yeah, I'd say so. But at least this hell of a day also has a nice sunny breeze in a lonely park. Which is quite nice, actually. It's a pretty good way to waste some time after the morning I've had. I'm guessing that you don't actually recognize me. Yeah, I used to sit a couple seats behind you in class that one year. You probably didn't even realize, but it was you who taught me how to be a better student. To really put in the work like I should have been. I think it was statistics. Oh, maybe calculus then. You didn't take that either. I know it was one of the math classes, I just can't remember which. But either way, I'm just glad I ran into you here since I never got the chance to thank you back then. Well, I don't remember the exact details, but I do know that it really helped. So I thought maybe I could take you out somewhere as a treat. It could be really fun. We could go right now if you wanted to. I don't have much going on, and since we're both sitting here not doing much, then we have a bunch of free time. You don't have anything after this, do you? You're about to leave this soon? But the sun is still pretty nice out. And it's not that late, is it? No, nothing's wrong. I was just checking to see if I had work tomorrow. I must have gotten some days in my notes mixed up somewhere. But we can do a rain check on this if you wanted to go another day. There's always that ice cream shop down the road, or maybe even the small bakery just outside of campus. I heard there was a good smoothie place nearby that's nice to go to from time to time. Why do you look so nervous? Did you not want to go to any of those places? Oh, really? That's actually kind of funny. I didn't realize those were spots that you go to sometimes. I was just naming some good places I'd been to before. I said we knew each other from math class. No, I don't really remember which one, but it was maybe 2 or 3 years ago. Maybe 4. It's a bit fuzzy. The specifics aren't really my strong suit. My memory is really bad, so I mostly just remembered your face and how you helped me. Oh, are you leaving all of a sudden because of me? I'm sorry if I made you uncomfortable. I didn't mean to. I was just trying to be nice. If it isn't me, then would you mind if I walked you home? I feel like walking by yourself can be a bit dangerous at times, and plus it's always nice to have some company, isn't it? Well, if we're going to take a rain check on the whole hanging out thing, then wouldn't it be better if I had your number in the meantime? I'm not sure when you're coming back to the park after this, so I think it'd be better if we stayed in contact, you know? You don't have to leave so suddenly if you actually wanted to stay out here. Hey, I'm sorry, okay? I only wanted to be friendly after all this time and... Hey, hands off. Yeah, you. Don't look at me like I'm stupid. Let go and leave them alone. I wasn't doing anything. I was just trying to have a conversation. A conversation typically doesn't end with you trying to stop someone from leaving. So let them go, or I'll make you. And if I have to do that, then you're gonna have even bigger problems. Okay. I'm not trying to cause any trouble. I just wanted to catch up with an old friend and see if they wanted to hang out soon. Really? And where do you know them from exactly? From class. Okay, we're being super specific now. Which class was it? I already told them that I don't remember. I know it was a math class, but I'm not sure which one it was. Okay, so you know what school they went to, and you shared the same class, but what else can you give us? Have you never had a conversation with them before? Because it doesn't look like they ever claimed to know you. And if you have, then why is it that now, all of a sudden, you're trying to pay them back by conveniently going someplace they like to go? Were you eavesdropping on us? Who even are you? I'm the one they actually went to class with. So who are you? To me, it looks like you two clearly aren't on the same page, and one of you might be making the other uncomfortable. But God, I wish I knew which one of you it was. That's not what I was trying to do. All I wanted was to reconnect and make them feel comfortable whenever I could. And how would you know what makes them comfortable if you two have never talked before? How exactly did you know to come here? And why do you just so happen to know where they go outside of campus? That was a coincidence. I was just passing by in the park and happened to see them sitting here. It wasn't something weird like you're thinking. Oh, so now you know what I'm thinking. And if you do, then why are you still here? Because I'm thinking that you're being a little too familiar. And if you don't leave in the next 10 seconds, then there's going to be a new obsession between me and you. I'm trying to tell you that I'm not dangerous. I haven't done anything wrong and... 10, 9... Can we please just take it easy? I'm not trying to scare anyone away. I think it's a little premature to say... 8... Okay, can't we just talk about this like adults? There's a bit of a misunderstanding here. And where exactly is this misunderstanding? You're saying that I'm following them when I'm not. You're assuming the worst of me based on sheer coincidence. Really? Because I never said that you were following anyone. You insinuated it. There were a lot of things that could have meant, but I don't think you really helped your case by telling me what you've been doing. That's not what I was trying to say. 7. Okay, all right, I'm leaving. I'm sorry. Well, that was a nightmare. How are you doing, Stick? Good. Thinking about the fact that she might have been stalking you really doesn't sit right with me. Especially not when you're as closed off as you are. Never really liked to stay in groups, did you? Yeah, well, sometimes that can make you an easier target if you're not careful. Can't imagine what would have happened to you if I wasn't here. Just try and look over your shoulder every now and again in case she's nearby, at least for a little while. And if you ever do see her, then you call the cops when you can and go into a public area. Never go home if you see someone following you. If that's the case, then you knock on someone's door or something and ask if they can, shelter you while you call the police. Once they confirm she's gone, then you can be driven back home. You would do best to try and follow your gut, Stick. Well, when you're as sensitive and easy to pick on like you were growing up, then the nickname stays. Plus, I still think it suits you. And so what if I like the nickname? Are you gonna call the cops on me too for not saying something else? Yeah, I thought so. So, how have you been these past few years? You've never really gotten to talk long enough for me to ask. Oh, really? I bet you're still doing all that art stuff on the side like you used to. So what, you do a bunch of drawings now, or are you like a music artist? I guess I should have known with how much you used to paint and color as a kid. But I bet now you've gotten pretty good at all this. Meanwhile, I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do. Yeah, sure. I can try and think that things will work out all I want, but being optimistic doesn't really put any plans together. No, ew. Don't start giving me inspirational quotes. You know I hated when you did that. And I'd hit you for it again if I knew you weren't so fragile. Your ego is, that's for sure. I don't want you rolling around and crying in the grass because Stick can't take a hit. I guess some things never change, do they? Oh, that? I was just trying to scare her, is all. If I told her that I was in your classes when she really wasn't, then she'd run out of excuses. And if she knew I was bluffing, then she would have said something. You've got to learn to think of these things on the spot if you want to survive. But that would probably require some level of practice. You want me to do it? Really? You do know that that will lead you right into how things were before, and I can't be responsible for you not being able to handle my insults. I can't stop being who I am, so no. I won't take any responsibility for any of my actions against you. You're just gonna have to deal with it. And in turn, we can walk together more often to scare that lady away. I don't trust you making trips alone as much when I know this stuff is happening to you. Then do we have a deal? You put up with me and I give you more peace of mind? Cool. Sounds good to me.